Hey everyone! Man, I've been doing a lot of streams, but I guess it's just because I really want to get this done before early November, and I made a promise to myself that I'll stream every single time I work on this visualization, or almost every single time. So today I'm gonna do a little bit short of a one, hopefully within an hour, because there's quite a bit of client work I need to keep doing. So after this, I'll probably go back to my client projects. And yeah, so today I think what I'm aiming to do is I have these scripts that work for just one video, taking data for just that one video, and so um, I'm going to adapt that so that I can get it for all the videos, and then hopefully show something on the screen, and then that's as far as I want to get to today. Yeah, but this is how far I got to yesterday, and hopefully I'll be able to make something to like take a look at all of the different um, words, colors. Yes, all of the different colors for all of the different music videos. If you can you tell that I'm like a little bit tired right now? But yes. So the very first thing I need to do is. So this is my code to take a screenshot every time there's a caption, but there are some times when I don't have captions. Actually, oftentimes I don't have captions. I think I only have 4 music videos with captions and the rest don't. So I need to also get a way to, yeah, so I think what I need to do for this one is pull out the screenshotting code into another function so that I can pass in the timestamps to that function and do it that way. Yes, I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. Function. How are you guys this Monday? Maybe I'm like oversaturated, like I've been doing too many live codes. Maybe I'll start doing a little bit less. Okay, so function take screenshot for video, and so this is the part of the code. Yes. Then here I have, so I think I need to bring in, let's see, so here I think I just need timestamp, so timestamps, yeah, so this is where, so this one has the captions. Oh no. Okay, so this one has the captions. Then what I have to do is, okay, so passing captions and yes, I can pass in captions, and then here I can take the timestamps. So here I'll be able to say const timestamps, then video ID, so I guess we'll also have to pass in video ID, because I need to, actually, yeah. So I need to pass in video ID because eventually I'm going to put these two into another function that will loop through all of the videos. And okay, so that looks good. And then put this into a function that says function actually, do I need to put it through a function? Yes, I think so. Yes. Because I want to also, so I want to be able to loop through each of the videos, and the reason why I want to put that into another function is because going through these, yeah, I want to be able to recursively go through all of the videos, and the reason why it's recursive is because if I just loop through it, I might run into some asynchronous problems, some race conditions. So that's why I want to do it recursively. So that's why I need a function. So I guess I'll call this process video. So that's video, pass in video, or maybe just pass in video ID. So actually, now I need to go take a look at where did I save all my, is it mv.json? So I have another one that's get YouTube and all of my data. Okay, so I use my data from mv.json, although I also have a youtube.json. Ooh. Do I want to do that? No, I think I want to keep those two apart. Yeah, so I don't think I want my YouTube data to be mixed with, yeah. So let me go and get mv.json. So that's all the video data. So fs read file sync, and that's data slash mv.json. And then I want to put that into zone video. mv.json, yes, so my video ID is equal to video and then YouTube ID. And I need to actually take a look at if the video file exists. So I want to actually say fs does file exist or something like that? File node file exists or exist. Yes. This one. Okay, so this is the one I want, except I want it synchronously. So let's see, if fs exists sync, and then I want that to be const subtitle. Okay, vtt path is equal to hey Andrew, it's not that I'm inspired. I'm actually kind of, I actually earlier was thinking maybe I should just call off tonight's live stream because I actually have a bit of client work to do, but I figure that I'll just do a shorter one and get some work done. But essentially, like, I realized the other day that I actually don't have that much time to work on this before the deadline I gave myself, which was like early November, because I realized that I was out traveling. I'm gonna be out traveling for like the last 2 weeks of October. So I actually don't have that much time to work on this, and that's why I'm like trying to get it done. But the problem is, I also promised myself that I would live stream as much of this process as possible, so that I can have it like documented. So it's like I might actually have to like stop live streaming every single part of my process for this because like when I work on a project, I tend to actually work on it for like hours at a time every single day, like 4 or 5 hours every single day. I mean, not every single day, but like when there's a project I want to get done, I'll be working on it for like quite a few hours every day, and I definitely can't live stream all of that. So I'll probably have to be pretty, what's the word, like pretty selective in terms of how I go forward with it. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But hey, hello near this. Thank you so much for joining. And yeah, it's my pleasure to live stream. But I don't think it's a sustainable thing to live stream every single part of this, unfortunately, because I realize I do have a deadline. But hopefully, in the future, for a side project that I don't have a deadline or a self-imposed deadline, then I can live stream every single part of it. So let's see. I especially really enjoy live streaming because I've just been learning so much from you guys. Just like, I don't know, things about JavaScript that I didn't know, or like that I always wanted to know and didn't know, or just like better ways to debug, or so I've been enjoying it a lot. It just, I just can't live stream all of it. Is I think what I need to come to terms with. So okay, so if caption file exists, then go forward with that. So this is BTT path. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's I was calling well, Helen Near this told me that I can call him or her either. So okay, and then here is where I go ahead and then so this is where I the words. Oh, okay. So this is where pass in captions to. Well, I guess it's pretty self-explanatory. I actually saw a very interesting like series of conversations on Twitter earlier today about whether or not commenting in code is good or bad, and I was like really surprised to see that discussion because I always thought comments were like good practice and that like I was bad for not commenting as much as I should. I mean, I see both sides of the argument, which is like if you write clear enough code, then you shouldn't need comments, but like sometimes like what might be clear to one person might not be so clear to another person maybe. But like I always write comments when I need to like think through my logic or if I just want to remember what I was doing. And sometimes those comments make no sense at all to anybody but me. But I also read somebody's comment saying that like comments in general are pretty good ideas, except for when comments are not kept updated, and then it's bad because it's even more confusing than not having comments. It just says I suspect. Hello, near this says I'm now a him or her as well. Well, I don't want to assume gender, unless you want to tell me. But it says comments are good, and Andrew says I suspect comments are like most things. Some are good, some are bad. Anytime I break my coding flow, I write a comment because if it confused me to write it might confuse me again later. Yeah, that's how I think of it. Although sometimes my comments confuse me just as much later. And then hello near this says saves writing documentation and are great for legacy code. Yeah. But sometimes I find myself like writing comments and I'm like, wait, why did I even write that? Because it's just basically like an iteration of or reiteration of my like function name or something. So this is where I say pass in. I think I want to pass in video ID and then captions. Okay, and then let's see, and then else I do something. Else I go and figure out timestamps. So the one thing I'm not sure about with Fluent FM MPEG is like if I give it captions that's outside of the bounds of the video, what would it do? I don't know. So I'm guessing it will actually give me errors. But no. Ooh. Do not use run. Output. Okay, no audio seek to that point. I also wonder if Fluent FM MPEG will tell me the length of my video. Size. So Andrew says, then again, I'm working on a code base currently that has 3 different files with the same name, so maybe some more comments would be good. I haven't worked on like a shared code base in a while. I'm not sure if I miss it or not. I know that's probably bad because now I'm going to get out of practice, but it was definitely quite a bit of work working on a shared code base. But at the same time, I guess the camaraderie was nice. Yeah. Okay, timestamps. Ooh, I can pass in like percentage points. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, so I can actually pass in counts instead of timestamps. That's really cool. Do I want to do that? So I don't know if I want to do that because that means that every single one of my it means that the video, so it means that I'll have the same number of screenshots per video, but the problem is that the videos are all different lengths. So then, like, should I be screenshotting it every like 5 seconds or like making sure to screenshot the same number of times? I don't know. But this does seem a lot easier than having to figure out well, let me try something really quick. Let me go to a let's see. Let me go to one of my videos and then actually let me do this. Console.log videos data. And then let me go to one of those this file is scripts, take screenshot. Oh, yes, it would be good if I specify the encoding so I'm not getting a buffer. Okay, so let me just take a look at this Tim McGraw one and see how long it is. GK, and it is 3:52, so let me try and make it take a screenshot outside of that time. So const captions and just have it as middle is this one is 1000, so 4 minutes, 4 times 60, right? 240 and then 000. That should be, I hope that's 4 minutes. But I guess if it's not, at least it's out of the bounds of the video, I think. Okay, so take screenshot for video. I think that's all I need to do. And then here, I think what I need to do is say process video and pass in videos data in the first one. And then, oh, that would be, exited with code videos / something.mp4. Console.log, so was it that you couldn't find the video ID, videos, so it should be there. So video, videos data. I'm trying to get the first one. You know what else would be good? If I parse it as JSON, because right now it's just a string. That would also be a good thing to do. KK. It took a screenshot. So, hello near this says, so you're not using the subtitles times? You could count the number of occurrences and then map them to the number of screenshots you desire. So the reason why I can't use subtitles is, this is for the case when I don't have subtitles for that video, because there's like 4 videos with subtitles and like 30 without. So then that's why I'm trying to decide between like taking it a fixed number of times or at fixed intervals. I'm not quite sure what you mean by count the number of occurrences and map them to the number of screenshots. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. But let's go take a look at what the screenshot they took was. Which was screenshots. So it didn't take one? Did it not take one? It says we'll generate one. We'll generate 2 files. Screenshots taken. It takes none. I guess it doesn't even error out. It just like says it will take it, but doesn't actually take it. Video.data. Interesting. Okay. Node read file. Wait, read video length. Give video duration. I guess I'll just use this. Okay. I'll use this. So I'm gonna use this thing called npm install get video duration. Hope you are a tiny little package. I hope you are. Index.js. Yes. That point, why am I not just use? Oh, okay. Cool. A tiny little package to do exactly one thing I need it to do. So const get duration is required. Get video duration and the video. So const video path and get duration. Video path. And hey, Cher! Hello near this says occurrence of subtitles, but it was off topic a little as some don't have VTT. I guess audio processing for the beat is too much and taking screenshots on the 8th beat. Dang, that sounds really involved. Ooh, look at that. It gives me the number of seconds. Beautiful. Okay, so I think all I need to do is, I think what I want to do is take a screenshot every 5 seconds. I think would be good, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, okay. Let's do it every 5 seconds. Take a screenshot every 5 seconds. So that will be frequency is equal to every 5 seconds. And so do duration, so math.floor of duration divided by frequency, and so const caption is equal to, change that actually. If I use times, will they also, how do I change the times? Oh, cool. So it works kind of also like a map, because what I can do is say, so this is basically saying figure out how many screenshots to take. So this is basically the number of screenshots to take if we were to take it every 5 milliseconds. And then here I'm just saying return middle is I times frequency. Console.log caption. So from 34 asks if I've tried using a drop-down terminal. They are really nice to use. I actually don't know what drop-down terminal is. Oh. Oh, I see. So instead of like toggling back and forth, that wasn't what I was expecting. Duration divided by frequency. Is duration a string? Error. Yes, that would be stupid. Okay. And then I think this will work. Yes, okay, so every 5 seconds. In fact, I feel like maybe I should be doing -1 and then I plus 1. So instead of starting at 0, I want to start at 5,000 and then still go all the way to 225 seconds. Because I'm guessing that at 0 seconds is probably just going to be a black screen. Perfect. So now if I go to take screenshot for video, and video ID and captions, and it will generate my 45 files. Nice! Oh, this is fun. Cool. Brilliant. Very brilliant. Yes. Okay. Yay. Okay, so now let me commit that. So I'm not gonna. So let me commit that. Delete that. So first of all, let me commit this, which is take screenshot for videos without subtitles. Okay, and then package.json add get video duration. And then here's the two. Okay, so here's the two. I see. These are the screenshots. And in fact, actually, so I think I changed my get cluster colors such that I'm now taking my data file from source/data. So actually, I think right here, instead of data, I want to say source/data to write to. Okay, so from now on, it will write to source/data, and then let me actually move that over. So I think it's in data right now, but actually I want to put it into source/data so that I can use it in the client side. And then here, save screenshot data to source/data. And then, okay. Save first to screen video screenshot data. Okay, now what I can do is, let me think. I think what I want to do is let const video is equal to, and then shift videos data so that I get the very first one. And then what I'm going to do is say, after I get the screenshots of everything, then move on to the next video. So after getting screenshots for this video, move on to next video. So that would be doing the exact same thing where I say const video is equal to, and then, ooh, hi Memory Top. You joined yesterday from Colombia, right? Am I remembering that correctly? But thank you so much for joining again. Yay! I'm glad that you were able to make this live stream. So, okay, so do the exact same thing of shifting, because I don't need videos data to write anything. No, okay, so shift the next one out and call process video. And then on process video side, check if videos data is, okay, hold on. Well, actually, no. I think what I should do is only if videos data still has still have videos left. Then Chocolate Jackalope, thank you so much for following. Okay, so only take screenshot for next video if there are still any videos left. And I think this should do it. We shall see. Fingers crossed. Screenshots taken. Oh, I wish I remembered to write which file or which video is getting to the screenshots, but I guess that's okay because it's being taken. Wow. I actually have not seen most of these music videos. This is very red. This is very, very red. Wow. Fascinating. How do I feel about this? I have no idea. Okay, so now that I'm having that go, holy crap, it's a lot of things. It's a lot of data. Okay, so now this is take screenshots for every video. To master, and then now let's make it so that the get cluster colors will go through every single video. So yeah, Vampy Talk, thank you so much. It's great to see you too. And then Andrew says, can you suggest either a library or a tutorial for getting started with HTML5 Canvas? You use that occasionally, right? Yes, I do. And I think that really depends on what you want to do with Canvas. So Canvas, I think, when did I learn Canvas? I feel like Canvas is quite straightforward compared to, well, okay, so I think one of the learning humps for D3 is that when you start with D3, a lot of times you'll be using either SVG or HTML or something that's like each element, so every single thing that you're drawing on the screen gets a specific DOM node, and because of that, managing updates, so like basically calculating on data change what nodes should remain and what should be removed, or what should be added, that whole process, that's a tiny little bit of the learning hump for D3. And that's what I think one of the core, like one of the original selling points for D3 is that it helps you manage that update process. But Canvas in some ways is actually a lot easier to reason about and think about, because with Canvas, all you have to do, like, it's just one DOM node, and what's happening is that you are giving it paint commands. So you'll say like, draw a circle with this color, or draw a rectangle with this color, and then you can like clear the whole rectangle, or and so kind of doing updates with Canvas is basically just, you just think of it as I think about it like how I think of old school animation. So you like draw one frame and then you clear and then draw the next frame and so on. And so I don't think that I really used any single Canvas tutorial. I might actually have used like the MDN Canvas. Oh yeah. So I might have just used this. Yeah, I might have learned Canvas through MDN, and I think that was a pretty great resource. And then this one has Canvas tutorials. But for me, learning Canvas was kind of piecemeal. I was basically like, okay, I need to draw this, so then I Googled, and like, I need to do this with Canvas, so I Googled. I would So the resources I would give you, I would just Google for. But I'm guessing MDN is going to be a really great place to start. The only caveat with Canvas is that if you need interactivity, because it's just one DOM node, there's like you obviously can't have like click events on any one of, like if you draw a circle in the canvas, you obviously can't have a click event registered on that circle because that circle is not a DOM node. It's just like a bunch of pixels drawn into your canvas. But thankfully, the interactivity is very much a solved problem. So canvas interactivity. And I'm guessing any one of them would be a really great. So I think. I don't know what any of these will say, but if I remember the tutorial I use, I'll send it to you. Canvas interactivity. But if that's something that you want to know about, let me know. And then, ooh, this might be a great one. So this is Kai, and so this one actually might have, oh, I think this would be a really great resource. Ooh. Actually, I think this was Kai's OpenVisConf talk. That might actually even be a great place to look at. Oh, yeah, no, this is great. So this is the hidden canvas lookup. So this is how a lot of us do canvas interactivity. So basically you draw another canvas right on the bottom of it, and then you fill it with unique colors, and then Canvas has a way where you can do reverse lookups. If you give it a pixel coordinate, then you can do reverse color lookups. And yeah, so this is a really great resource. Oh no, this is the kind of questions I love answering. So thank you for answering it. Asking it. And so that's the link. And then I think if you just Google OpenVisConf, so I think this one I got to when I Googled syntagmatic canvas interactivity, and then that was the Steedring canvas one. But I think if I just do OpenVisConf Kai Chang, I think this was his, no, not this one. So we go to YouTube. OpenVisConf. So I think his is in here somewhere. Oh wait, no, this is 2016. His should be in 2017. But yeah, so if you just look for Kai Chang canvas interactivity, something along those lines, this should come up, and it's a really great resource. And I think this is also, yeah, I think this is also for interactivity. This is awesome. There you go. Awesome, and I think in that span of time, I think my code probably finished running. Yes, that's awesome. I wonder what this one, so this 78 file, wow. Okay, anyways. Brilliant! And now what I need to do is run this on every single one of those screenshots. Dang, okay. So I think this should hopefully be a bit more straightforward because this one is get colors for image, and I think what I can do is I think I could probably do the same of something very similar where I say videos data. Andrew says it's so crazy that you can use FFmpeg, the most obtuse C library ever written from JavaScript now. I actually didn't even know that the original was in C. I only knew about it because last year I wanted to do this project and a few people pointed me to it, or else I would have never realized I existed. Yeah, can use it from C now. I mean, from JavaScript now. And actually, it kind of blows my mind how many node packages there are. Like, I feel like there's basically, if I just think that I need a script to do something, then there's probably a node package for it. Jiblian, thank you so much for following. Yeah, because I am so thankful for the internet and people, or the good parts of the internet and the people, for basically just anything I can think of. It mostly already exists. So let's see, f3 file sync, so go get it again, data md.json, and then, let's see, David, Jiblian is you, but I actually know two David Lees, and I'm not sure which one. Hey David, wait, which David? So I know a David from college, and I know a David from climbing, where my boyfriend's climbing, and then now I know him too. Hey climbing David! Hello! You're not climbing tonight? Because Alex is over at Dog Patch right now. He's like, well, you're going to live stream anyways, so I might as well go and climb with Austin. So he's there right now. But Andrew says it's the Swiss Army chainsaw from video stuff. Oh, this is FFmpeg. And then Andrew says it's what powers VLC among other things. I didn't know that. That's so cool. And then Julian says it's on Monday. Yeah, I don't know why they're going climbing on Monday. So, okay. Video data index. Okay. So, what I need to do now is loop through each of the videos I have. So, this is to get colors for one specific image, so I need to write a function to get, so basically process each video, so video, and then man, Taylor Swift is so laggy. I didn't know that. Well, I mean, I knew that, but okay. So here, I want to, let's see. Okay. So I need to index is equal to 0. Okay, so what I want to do is for each single video, get the video ID, so YouTube ID, and then video file. So go and get that video's source data file, and then yes, and read that in. Do I need that video data? Oh, okay. So I need to actually put this in the global, let video data. And that's because I use it in here to loop through every single image in that video. And so this is video data. And wait, hold on. That wasn't. Yes, okay, that's video data, and then index is equal to 0. Okay, and then I can get color for that image, I think. And then so I can say process video, and then do it for the very first video that I have, which I think is the Tim McGraw one. And so that's new scripts get cluster colors. Andrew says every day is a good day for climbing. True, but not when you're as broken as my boyfriend is, and he like his fingers are like constantly in pain these days, and he's like, well, I'm gonna start taking classes. So he's like doing a boot camp sometime soon for data science, and he's like, well, I'm gonna start having to do like classes, and I won't have that much time. So should I like go like really frequently right now and then taper off when like class starts? So like go all in now, or like should I just like keep it at a constant and like try to maintain that? And I'm like, you're really broken. You should probably like just keep it at a constant and don't add in any more days of climbing. And he's like, nope, I'm gonna go climb anyways. So, oh really? The Tim McGraw song? It's like very old, and I actually didn't know of existence until like very recently. Okay, so no such file or directory, and that would be because I did not parse JSON again. And that would be why. Videos data is equal to JSON.parse videos data. Okay, let's see if that works. Nope. Video ID is not defined. Oh, okay. So video ID, and you know what? At this point, I should probably just put that out here in the global also. And then video file is not defined. Why do I need video file? Sure. Okay, so all of these basically need to be in a global unless I want to pass them in, which I don't really. Okay. Now it should be getting the colors. No, did it not? Wait, okay. So now it should be getting color data. And that should be saved. So this one is, this is going to take a while. I think this is the part that I might need to like let it run for a few hours. Yes, okay, so I think it went, and it should, the Tim McGraw one should now have color data, which means that I should be able to go into app.js, and then I should just be able to say import videos data from data, so this should be youtube.json. Okay, let's say youtube.json. See what that says. Console.log videos data. And then actually I should let this run in the background. No, not yet. Okay. So npm start. And Andrew says, I really like her older stuff. I learned about her when my cousin used to play Stay Beautiful on repeat for like 9 hours a day while we played a flash game called Gem Tower Defense. I'm really bored tonight, so I'm talking a lot. No, that's awesome because, or the talking a lot part, that's awesome so that I don't so that I feel, well, so I joke around about this, about how being a freelancer is really lonely because like on a day-to-day basis, I only see one person and that's my boyfriend, and that's why I started doing this live stream. So thank you for keeping me company. And I actually have never heard of Stay Beautiful. So I'm guessing that's like one of her first albums. I actually don't think I found her until her, I guess, second album, because that's the one where it has like You Belong With Me and everything. Okay. So what is this? Videos data, cool. ID. Alright, and then here is video data. And why do you have... Oh, I see. Okay. I did something. And, okay, so I think what I can do is just say, okay, take this out, and I say I want video ID is video data, videos data, so const video data is equal to require data, and basically get the video ID, so videos data, and get the ID from that. So this is videos data, and then get the first one, get the ID, and then use the video ID to get the proper JSON file for that video, and then hopefully that works, and I'll be able to see all the colors for Tim McGraw. Almost. So I have a unexpected. Look at that. So what is wrong? So I got the colors, but the images is not there. Oh, because, okay, so I did something silly where I to be able to access all of those images from the client side, I basically just, there we go. Nice. Yep. It's so interesting. So I still don't know what to do with all of this data. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, now I'm going to make my script loop through. Andrew says it's not even a single. I think it's off the same album as Tim McGraw. Yeah, I think, isn't that her like debut, like Taylor Swift? Like, yeah, I think that's her first debut album. And then Andrew says, and loneliness is for real, plus you can start driving the one person you regularly see insane with clinginess, lol. At least I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, although I'm trying to decide if I'm that clingy. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, Andrew says, this visualization is going to be dope. I kind of want to take your code and run it against White Houses by Vanessa Carlton. Do it. It's all open source. It's all open source here. Wait, on my repo, Tay, it has absolutely no documentation. But hopefully because you've been sticking around, you'll know which scripts to run. And then, oh, that's cool. So Hello Near This gave me this, which is music tempo. And you can find out tempo BPM of a song and beat tracking. That's really cool. So is the output is calculate tempo. Okay, so I'm going to sound really, really new because I'm pretty bad at music, but BPM is, okay, it's beats per minute. Okay, tempo is beats per minute. This is awesome. I don't know what I would use this for, but this is definitely awesome to know for future possibilities. So, okay. Let video is equal to videos data dot shift, and then pass in the video. And now here, so I think somewhere in here get pixels and then get colors for image, and then somewhere I need to, so this is where, oh, there we go. So if we got through all the images for the video, then stop, and then what else I can do is here, instead of just saying return, say go to next video. So here I actually kind of want to console log something so that console.log video ID, and then video data.length. So now I know whenever it's going to go to the next video. Okay, so if video data, this is so convoluted what I did. Video data versus videos data dot length. So if there's still any videos, then go to the next one. And then shift that. And it's called process video. Yes. Process video. Process video. I hope that works. And actually, let me shift that twice because I've already gotten the first one. Actually, whatever. First video. I already got the first video, so I don't want to do it again. I hope you work. I hope you work. And, ooh, Andrew says, well, there really is a node package for everything, except VCD file visualization, as I recently discovered. Helen says the BPM could be used to take a screenshot on beat to the music and oh my god! That is fucking brilliant! Screenshot on beat to the music instead of every 5 seconds, so the screenshots are in time with the music. Maybe good for version 2.0. Andrew says, interesting, I was thinking of calculating some kind of delta and taking a shot on every cut. Basically like how H.264 calculates keyframes. I wonder if you could just detect keyframes. I'm sure FMMPEG can do that, but I don't know how. Man, if you take, oh no, unhandle error event, not read happening screenshot of undefined. Huh. So 22. Video ID. Wait. So this one is get colors for image, and then 2246. The image.screenshot doesn't exist. Image. Really? So image is undefined. let's see. So let me see. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is videos data dot slice. I can never remember, so it should be slice, right? So videos data, reassign videos data to slice, and I think that was the first two. Yes, so that was, so I now have the first two videos, so this should be the second one. So start at 2, or start at 2, right? Because the first one is inclusive. Yes, okay, so 0, 1, 2, yes. Okay, and then let me figure out console.log image, and for that matter, so I'm guessing it was this file, jbh2, and then image, odd. But let's try that. And then let me also just do it as tab over. So apparently, whatever this object is on the, okay, that was stupid. Image, okay, let me stringify that image. Okay, let's try this. Whoa! Oh, because I already saved those, okay. I'm starting the index. I'm restarting the index at 0 for each new video. And then I ask video data dot length. So what could, oh, okay, so we're starting a new one. This YCMP. And why is that? Why is that giving me an undefined? That doesn't make any sense. This is defined. Why is that? And now it works. I'm very confused right now. Why was it undefined? So I'm getting the image at that index, and I reset that index to 0. Maybe I should also take a look at what my index is. It's always, it's always the second one. Okay. Let's see. It's always the second one of the new video. Andrew says it's just skip frame no key, which I guess would be input option skip frame no key. Is that for detecting keyframes? Actually, can you explain to me what keyframes means in this case, maybe? And okay, so it's almost gonna get 2. Why is it 0? It gets to 0, and then it gets to 0 again. Why is that? Process video, and then index is equal to 0. And for that matter, I mean, this is saying video data.length is 46. Why isn't it being... Let's see. Okay, so I'm very confused about this right now. Andrew says it drops non-keyframes from the input. And keyframes... Okay, anyways. I'm very confused. Okay. Okay, at 5, at 10, and then you don't save it. Okay, colors for image. This is where console log, and then it should just write file sync. Get colors for image. So it doesn't even get to, because it hasn't written that file. So let's do this. Console.log image index color calculated. Actually, let me put it here. Moving on to next image, index out of video data.length. Okay, in the meanwhile, I'm going to play around and see and take a look at the other songs. Whoa, okay. Is this teardrops on my guitar? So I have this feeling that maybe I should be like, I probably need to maybe ignore this hue, because I think that's just her skin tone. And then I think I'll have interesting things. But what I was saying yesterday is like, so many of her songs are like very sepia toned. Yeah. And this one was like mostly green. This one's really green. It's her shirt. This is very red. Okay. So it doesn't move on to the next image. I'm very confused. Video file. Okay, console logging here. Writing to file. Whoa, sorry, stop. Uh-oh. Okay. Does that mean I need to redo this one? Ah, whatever. Okay. Ooh, which one's this one? Yeah, so many of her songs are like very narrow in color that I really wasn't expecting. Andrew says, I think Pantone 673 Taylor Swift skin is valid input. It's a measure of narcissism. Yeah, that might actually be very interesting. Basically, like, how much of it is that, like, range of hue? Because that means that it's, like, a close-up of her face. That'd be really interesting. I need to kind of figure out what I want to do with this data set. I'm not quite sure yet, but I think I'll take this week to kind of, like, figure it out. I think really the parts that are really interesting is, like, the part that's not near her skin tone. And I wonder if, like, they use that for contrast. So, like, for example, for this song, it's so interesting that, like, there's just this huge gap in the middle. And I think those are, like, greens and... I guess those are greens? And, like, lighter, like, cyans and yellows. So this song has none of that, which is fascinating. Okay. Still have not figured this out. Pixels. Why is the index is equal to 0? So I get the first one, and then, okay, I think the best thing to do now might just be like to take a break and come back to this some other time. Because I'm not quite sure why this isn't working. But let's see. Video ID, video file. Like, it's not even getting to the console log writing to file part. I'm not quite sure how else it's calling 0 undefined. I think I've had it. Thank you so much for following. And then Andrew says, I gotta get to sleep. Enjoy your swifting. I'll catch you on the flip flat. Thank you. I will catch you next time. And I think I'm gonna be out soon too. Yes, this spread is like super interesting. Oh wait, this is the exact same video then. Okay, this is a love story. I never knew how. I think the interesting story here might be like the spread of her colors and how relatively like small of a color scheme, like such a small range of a color scheme she uses. And I think what might be interesting is kind of like looking at when she went with something relatively monochromatic versus when she went with something, I guess, a little bit more complementary. Um, so interesting. Yeah, I need to kind of figure out what kind of story I want to tell. I need to go through each of these videos and kind of figure out like what's interesting to me. I also need to figure out why the hell this script isn't working. And I think what I've learned before is that debugging while live streaming is not the most entertaining thing to watch. So I'm going to go debug offline and then I will update you on what I did the next time around. Okay, so things like which videos should use a mostly monochromatic color scheme, and then I think also I wanted to say something about like when it was like a really dark. I don't know what thought process I have there. Cool. Okay, I think. Napcat says you should have coded this in Swift. Hello Near This says you could make poems using a word color lexicon. That's also really cool. Word color lexicon. How does that work? Why? How would I? What? This is a lot of words. The modern Japanese color lexicon. It's a color, sentiment, and emotion lexicons. Fascinating. Color term. Okay, I'm going to save that for next time. I'm going to think about it more throughout this week, but I need to get back to my client projects. There's a lot of thinking that needs to be done there too. Colors are associated to words or emotions. That guy says I'm actually surprised no one's made that joke already. Nobody has, but they should have. And that I didn't give you a stare. No, I thought it was a good one. And yeah, so I am done for the day. I'm gonna go figure out that bug. At this point, I might end up just like, anyways. Yes. Okay. So, thank you so much for joining this particular stream. It went on for a little bit longer than I was hoping for, but I'm pretty happy with what I've seen, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.